Hello guys, Axe here once again, and this is gonna be an extra about an open letter to Koei, and this one is basically I tweeted some of my, let's just say, opinion, and one of them is from Shin Sun Soon. And if you guys don't know who he is, he's the community manager of Tecmo Koei of America, or excuse me, Tecmo Koei of Europe. And in the main video, I do talk about him, like what he does. So basically, this one is about what I'm gonna do. In this one is gonna be responding to Twitters that tweeted back to me after tweeting my opinion to Tecmo Koei and to Shin Sun Soon. So here we go. Hello guys, Axe here once again. And you might be asking yourself, is there any way to talk to this company? If you want your voice to be heard, and there's a lot of ways you can do this. And one of them is social media. Facebook and Twitter. Remember, most of this company they do have Twitter and Facebook. And again, if you don't like something or something that's not to your preference, then let your voice heard. You can speak up, post it on their Twitter, let them know. Are they gonna acknowledge it? Well, maybe yes, maybe not. But the key word there is listening. Like I said before, company do listen, but sadly to say, to some extent, if it doesn't benefit them, yes, they're not gonna listen. It's argument. That's what it is. So I want to share you something that I did. Of course, like I said, I do have a Twitter, and sometimes when I see something bad, I just have to call them out. So I like, for particularly when I heard Samurai Warrior 4 doesn't have any English dub, and if you say, wait a minute, is that true? Yep, it's been confirmed by via Facebook. One guy asked, they said, yes, Samurai Warrior 4 will not have dub, just English sub. And of course, decided to tweet that about it to one of the Tecmo Koei's community, and just let him know. Even the company, I just let him know. So what you're looking here is some of the tweets that I did to Tecmo Koei, or should I say also to the community manager. First of all, I want to if you don't know this guy, his name is Shin Sun Soon, and he is the community manager of Tecmo Koei Europe. Yeah, there's also a community manager for Tecmo Koei of America, but from what I heard, not a lot of people really can get a touch of him or her. I don't know, but for Shin Sun Soon and his Twitter name is It's Pinchin. That's his Twitter handle. Yeah, and for this guy, I have no problem with him ever. I even stated on my Twitter, I don't have a problem with this guy. He's a great guy, and basically the backstory is this guy actually did a Koei website dedicated to Koei game, which is called Warriors.co.uk, and because of it, he was hired as a community manager. And I can tell you from this guy, judging by what he does and by his website, this guy is great. He has passion. He loves the game. He likes working there, and yes, he does help the fans make some deal to make games release. So when I basically told, hey Ishpin, you're a great guy, I don't know if that's really relevant to what situation, but I said, your company, seriously man, they're killing me here. They're giving me reason not to support them. Or let's just say, it's hard for me now to support them through what they do. And I want to just say one thing. Keyword there is hard for me. I'm not supporting them. I'm just saying it's hard for me. Because they are willing, hey, great, they're still willing to bring it out. That's awesome. But at the same time, You're not doing the preference that you want to everyone. You're, like I said, you're giving the bad end of the stick for some of them to please the rest. And they did a lot of tweets here. And also another person I want to, I guess, plug, because I also tweeted to her. She was, I think she's Alexis. Let's just say her name, or this, you know what? Here it is to her. I do apologize. But let's just say this Twitter member name is Alexis. And she was also happy because they have also the limited edition. She was happy about it. And that's great. I have no problem with that. Doing a limited edition, great. People will buy it, great. I'm not stopping you. I'm just this one basically. I am just speaking for myself. And yes, I'll explain more in depth that later on. Like, what can you do to do something about it? Like I said, make your voice heard. Another one is vote with your wallet. And if you're the only person that you're gonna vote for your wallet, so be it. That's how it goes. That's how business goes. If many people bought it and they're happy to what Samurai Warrior 4 is, that's great. That's fine. So be it. I have no problem. You want to buy it without the dub? That's your choice. I'm not stopping you. But there are just some people that they won't. But the point is, like I said before, this same pattern. You lose one supporter. People may or may not follow suit. That becomes 2, 3, 4, and so on. Again, I am not making this up. It is not a joke. It had happened. Look at what happened to Microsoft. People voted with a wallet. People follow suit. And like what happened to Microsoft, what did they do? Well, they backpedaled. Alright, so in this for this one about the Twitter, I'm gonna read a lot of people the Twitter that they tweeted back to me. So again, I want to give thanks to Chin Soon Sun, Alexis, and another person. I'm gonna thank him later on. There's gonna be another batch of Twitter page, so I want to read them and just rebuttal here in my video. So with that, let's start from the bottom to the top. So I basically said nice about the Samurai Warrior 4 limited edition. Nice, awesome. Like I said, you want to buy it, go for it, pre-order it, support it. Nobody say you don't. Just for me personally, it's hard for me to support unless if they finally realize, okay, maybe we should cut some more costs, or let's cut our losses, let's spend more. Maybe we'll take a loss a bit in the short run, but maybe better in the long run. So again, first we're from Alexis. So basically, okay, she said, pretty sure it's more budget issue. You can't judge it for that. At least they got it for us. Again, this is another mentality that I don't really agree, but I'm not gonna fight it. Oh, at least they're bringing it out. And I said this before, that's fine if you want, but that mentality should be, in my personal opinion, that should be thrown away, because then sooner or later they might take an advantage of you. What's next? Oh, you know what? We want to cut more costs. We're not going to put voice in, forget it. Oh, at least we're going to bring it out. Or sooner or later, American company might even do the same thing. Say, it just popped in my head. WWE 2K15. We're not going to put in Ultimate Warrior, or, okay, wait, excuse me, I take that back. We're not going to put in the Dudley Boys because they're working right now in TNA, and that's going to cost us a lot of money. We're just going to cut costs, and then, oh, well, what? The Dudley Boys not going to be in the WWE? That's not right. I know, far-fetched, but you get the idea. Or like it could be the next Grand Theft Auto. They might say, you know what? We're going to get rid of flying because it was just too hard. Flying doesn't work in our game anymore. Or anything. That's why sometimes, even so, I'm not basically telling you don't have that mentality, but it's just that when you have that mentality, oh, they're going to bring it out, then you're accepting incomplete game. You're accepting game to not your preference. Basically, a translation there is, and I'm sorry to say, is just take it. At least you have it there. It's again, I don't really agree with that one. Also, is it a budget issue? Most definitely. I can understand why they don't do it. Same goes with Tales of Hard R. One of the controversy there, they're not gonna dub the game because they don't want to spend the money. And I'm gonna say this as a counter: if you spend more, if you're willing to take a bit of loss, in the long run, it will be rewarding because more people will buy your product. People who are not fans might get your product. That's the thing. That's what even a lot of people are saying. Even some experts say that in yes, if you sometimes trying to port something or you do something and you believe that you're gonna lose some profit. Yes, cut your losses in the short term. It will be there, but in the long run, you will get it back. PlayStation 3, they cut their losses. Guess what happened? Long run, they made it up. So that's my counter to that one. So Alexis, another tweet that they did. She said, "Thankful is more like it. It I hear. Excuse me. Thankful is more like it. I hear it's much harder to localize games now. They have all my support. Again, if you got your support, great. Like I said, me personally, it's hard for me to support. Not having English dub is, to some extent, it's a deal breaker for me. Again, you don't mind, that's great. I have no problem with it. Again, if you got no support, go ahead. Let them know. And that's the whole point. That's why in America we have the First Amendment. We have the right to say what we want as long as you don't really say something stupid. That's cultural thing. But yeah, so if you have your support, like I said, to anyone you don't care and you don't mind it, that's great. But I do care. Nothing personal, that's what it is. And then the next one is, oh, maybe I'm reading. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, another one now is by Chin Soon Sun. Like I said, Tecmo Koei Europe's community manager. He's very influential. He does able to make some persuasion to the company, the head company from Japan. So again, like I said, I got no problem with the guy. I got respect for this guy. But like I said, sounds like the Koei, Koei's just fighting me right now. They're just fighting me. I may be one person, but like I said, there are more people. There could be more who probably gonna follow suit, or they're in the same boat as I am. And trust me, there are. I have read some tweets, people who basically reply back to my tweets. So again, and like I said, there are forums that basically said that that they do prefer dub. Again, am I demanding them to go dub? No, I'm not demanding them. It would be nice. That's the keyword. But they have their own decision. If they don't want to do it, then so be it. But like I said, you're gonna lose some supporters, and that's a bad thing. Like I said, look what happened to Capcom. All right, so let's read Chin Soon Soon's tweet here. Haha, it's the same for me. And Tecmo Koei Europe for always. Okay, it's Koei Tecmo Europe for always complaining with the head's decision, as we can assure them decent sale. Okay, again, that is true. That's the problem. It is always comes with sales. Again, I just feel like the Japanese company, their business, their mentality is antiquated. Oh, if the game doesn't sell, I don't know. Well, should we really support it? Again, risk. The problem that, like Michael Pachter said, people sometimes now take less risk. If you do risk, the reward could be great. Maybe not, but like I said, you listen more to your fans. If you're willing to listen, you're willing to cut some losses a bit. In the long run, you might get more supporter. And the problem is right here is you're not. You're giving some people reason, and if that's your strategy, just to cut some losses, like, yeah, we'll lose some fans. Again, so be it. I have no gripe with it. But like I said, I'm speaking for myself. I would gladly love it if they have an English dub. Again, we'll see what happens. Okay, Alexis, you guys try your hardest and work your asses off. Retail isn't easy, but people just don't understand. People just don't understand that. No, I do understand. I get it. But the point is, I'm a consumer. To some extent, I have entitlement. Excuse me. People are entitled because they work so hard to win their money. I understand what you guys. I understand what you guys saying. I understand. But at the same time, should we go show PD? Should we and should are we obligated to understand the other side of the business? Yes, there. I remember a video I heard from. Is Here's the deal: as consumer, your job as a consumer is to be pleased, to please you by doing a preference that you want. If the preference is there, they'll keep their mouth shut, or they'll be quiet and give you money, or as what people say it, just shut up and take my money. Again, that's the thing. We are consumer. The point is, in business, you have to understand sometimes taking risks can be a reward. So it's like, yeah, yeah, I understand that the business it works so hard, and like I said, I got no problem with Chin Soon Sun. I think you're great. The company itself are probably in a bind, and well, I guess the question is, will Warshorochi Ultimate 3 and Summer Warrior 4 make decent sale? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I would like to be at least a decent sale. But what I'm saying, if you listen to more your fans, if you're willing to do more preference, maybe you'll get more people to buy them. That's what it is. But again, I know it's always a problem because I said it before, voice is expensive. But again, like people were saying, willing to cut some losses because you will always, that's part of business, because in the long run, you'll make some money. Case in point, look what happened to Sega. Right now, according to Sega, they're not making a lot of profit because they only have one game for this year that's going to be released, Sonic Boom. And people beg, can you please bring out Yakuza 5? And what did they say? Well, 4 didn't really sell, and people, nah, I don't know. So again, that is the problem. It is a problem. Sometimes it is convoluted. What do you do? And again, it is about business. You got to make some money. That's the whole point. You don't work for charity. Business are not charity. Yes, it is frustrating. I'm frustrated, but at the same time, I gotta let my voice heard. I want to just get it off my chest. That hey, look, I'm just not going to shut up about it. I'm going to say something, and I may be one guy, but at the same time, that one guy can follow suit. Like I said before, there were some people who replied on my tweet and said, yeah, I agree. It's gonna suck. Am I gonna buy the game? I don't know. I even read in forum. People said, "Oh wait, what? Wait, whoa, wait. Samurai Warrior 4 is not on dub." Well, there goes my pre-order. Canceling my pre-order. I'm not gonna buy the game. Or some even people say, "Oh, I'm gonna buy it used, so maybe I'll buy it when it's a lower price." Do you see where they're getting at? So the more you please a fan to some extent, yeah, you're gonna again. I know I'm sounding like a broken record. You're gonna lose some money, but in the long run, you're gonna make more. Make more. That's why. All right, Spoon soon. Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate to oversee was a miracle, but glad to be able to keep Dynasty Warrior English voice. Okay, I agree. Yes, Dynasty Warrior 8 they did it. That's why I don't understand. Why can't you do it with Samurai Warrior, but you can do it with Dynasty Warrior? That's gonna, and I guess Dynasty Warrior is popular. Yes, Warriors Road 3 Ultimate. Like I said, that the story with Warriors Road 3, believe it or not, They weren't even going to bring the game out, the original one, the vanilla version, because they were in a bind. They said, well, if we have to dub this game, there's going to be a problem. So again, Shin Soon basically persuaded them to say, hey, look, let's bring it out, but let's cut some costs. I know it's gonna probably upset some of the fans, but at least we're bringing it out. And again, I never agree with it. Oh, at least they bring it out. And there's a story here I wanna share. Yakuza 3, the American version, they cut some key component. The fans were upset. A Sega representative came up in an interview and basically said, you know what? Hey, at least, what do you want? No Yakuza 3 or have Yakuza 3? Pick your choice. And that Sega representative right now, from what I heard after that, disappeared. Or should I say, no longer work with Sega. A jerky comment. That's why, or at least they're bringing it out. It's something that I never agree. Because then you can have somebody like from Sega who basically said, well, at least you have something, you bring it out, so just be quiet. And what happened to that guy? Disappeared. That Sega representative no longer work with Sega. Because that's a jerky statement. You don't ever say stuff like that. It's just the best thing you probably want to say if you're representing a company. Just be quiet. Don't say anything. Because if you say something like that, it basically translates to shut up and just take it. Man, you guys are spoiled. Yeah, well, consumers are spoiled, but entitled, because the money that they earn, they work so hard in their job, whether they like the job or not. And I know for you, it's a business war. That's what it is. Business versus consumer. So another one from Shin Soon is the thing about Warrior game is the massive amount of roster and heavy tech, so everything becomes expensive. So basically, so now I know I'm probably reading this too much. So in the future, when Samurai Warrior 5, Dynasty Warrior 9, some other game, so the minute and because they add more characters, that's it. So now you're not gonna. So is it safe to assume that they're not gonna dub it anymore? Again, it goes back to just at least the game's been coming out. I don't know. That's kind of wrong, but if that's gonna happen, Koei, I'm sorry to say, you're gonna about to lose more supporter than that. Like I am. I'm not out yet, but I'm in the bottom. Basically mean that if they still does something that I really don't like, yeah, I may be out. I know some people I have talked to the internet. They even were say, "That's it. I'm done with the Dynasty War game, the Musou game." They won't listen to me. That's it. See, I'm still listening. I'm still here. I'm still trying to support, but I'm just hanging in the ledge because I still like those games. Like I said, I'm probably gonna buy those games in the long run when it comes cheap. See, again, that mentality of again, oh, don't bring it out. At least they're bringing it out. Oh, because again, yes, case in point, Capcom with Sengoku Basara 3, the expansion version, they didn't bring it out. They didn't want to bring it out because Sengoku Basara 3 didn't really. It sold decently, but they weren't too happy. And look what happened. $152 in the bank because they didn't listen to their fan. Even so that you're cutting some losses, you're going to make money in the long run. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what some people are trying to say. But the problem is a lot of this company is they refuse to get that. They don't get it because the problem is all they see is, oh, we're losing money. That's not good. Yeah, you're losing money because the problem is you're not listening to your fan base. You're not listening to them. Like Capcom, they're not listening to the fan base. That's why they're losing money. It's not because, oh, the games are too expensive or anything. No. You're not giving them the preference they want. You give them the preference they want, maybe in the long run they'll support you. So, again, It is expensive, but again, cut some losses, and in the long run, you might get it back. So, there. Okay, there are also other one again. Back to Alexis, and I guess okay. I think I'm reading this backwards, so I do apologize. So I'm gonna read it from top to bottom. Let's see. All right. To to okay. Well, okay. I'll start with this guy with Agent is at Dragon Gaiden. That's another person I want to give thanks to. Yeah, I want to give thanks to this guy also for taking the time to tweet on my Twitter, even though it's a complaint. But like I said, this is one of the things solution or ways to basically make your voice heard is Twitter. That's where they exist. It's not Disneyland, but as long as you're not being a nasty jerk, that should be fine. He basically said, "You always have my support, guys." That's great. Again, got no problem with that. Nobody's saying you shouldn't support Koei, but again, I'm only speaking for myself. That same goes when voting with your wallet. You speak for yourself. If some people don't care, that's it. But there will be some. That's all it is. But what I'm saying is that I could probably that money that I was going to give to Koei if they dub Samurai Warrior 4, now it could be somewhere else. Maybe their competitors. Maybe heck, maybe Capcom. Maybe they give it back. I'll give money to Capcom so I can buy their game. But that's the point. And again, even in business, people do learn how to cut losses. That's what it is. Alright. This one is actually by Chin Soon Soon. This is actually a shocker to me. And the reason is he doesn't really I mean he I don't know, this one kinda took me to the left field. First of all, really, I wouldn't like if you were representing the company. I'd probably like Chin Soon Soon. If you're hearing this, it's probably best for you not to say anything about that. He probably not say anything because at one point he did say that he didn't. He also preferred Japanese sub when Warship 033 came. I know it's a Twitter, but that's really that's a bad thing. Don't show preference if you're representing a company, because if you work in the company, 101 is you gotta show support to the company. So whatever they do, you shut up. But that's why this one took me in the left field, because last time was said he preferred Japanese sub, maybe just trying to make everyone happy. That's fine, but again, I wouldn't don't say that because the company might be in trouble. But let me. Who's giving things? Am I giving things? Let's see. Okay, it's basically from this one here. Alright. So this one basically is thanks. I personally do want English voice too, which is again that's a left field for me. No offense, Chun Soon. But well, it's not really. I mean, whoever localizing, I don't know. Is it Tecmo who is localizing, or who is localizing this game? That's my question. Maybe that's also one of my. But whatever. I'm a Koei fan. I'm in the U.S. But this is. He keeps saying TKE. Yeah. And apparently also, Tecmo Koei do understand it too, but it's not the situation is tough. Okay, as I said it before, it is a business. It is unfortunate, but like I said before, cut some if you're willing to cut some losses, you'll get it back in the long run. All right, hard you all work, which is basically Alex is basically commenting too soon. I agree. All right. Oh, here's another one. This one is interesting, and I want to thank Alexa. Plus, most people complain about English dub from what I see. Never satisfied with anything, doesn't matter how. Rule of business. You can't please everyone. Second, people who complain English dub is different than the people who want dub in their game. Me personally, I don't care if the dub is bad. Even Chaos War for the PS2, that dub is bad. I don't care. As long as I can understand the game, that's it. Two different people. There are two different people there. It's not just one. There are two different people. So again, sorry, Alexis. I disagree. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. There's a lot two different group. All right, another one from her. Exactly, and you never promise you'll reach your sale amount. Needs to pay it off. It's better safe than sorry. Again, like I said, this is what Michael Pachter is saying. Business now, they don't want to take a risk a bit. Not even a bit. So, oh, it better be safe than sorry. Okay, play it safe. Look what happened to Capcom. They played it safe. They played it safe. They didn't want to bring a lot of the games out. They won't listen. Oh, and look what happened. They lost a lot of money. Because not only they didn't want to bring Mega Man, which is kind of stupid. The Street Fighter 1, I got no problem with it. They're not really supported with Monster Hunter. That made a lot of money from what I heard. It's in Gaku Pasara. You missed the boat. And also your Resident Evil, I don't know what what you guys doing with the Resident Evil. That's why they lost money. Yeah, play it safe than sorry. Okay, let's look what happened to Capcom. They played it safe and 152 money in the bank. So yes, so those are basically the tweets that I got from my reply when I basically replied to both well, sort of Alexis, but it's also Chin Soon, and also one to AJ and S. So all three of you, I want to give thanks for basically taking the time to basically tweet, basically reply my tweet. Again, I may be the black sheep, I may be a jerk by tweeting that, but at the same time, I'm also a fan, a consumer. I may be entitled, but I do have my reasons. So again, like I said, is this war going to win? If there's going to be a solution, and there's probably not going to be a solution as of right now until something happens. But like I said, hopefully Tecmo Koei DLC, seriously, DLC English. But seriously, who's localizing this game? Is it Tecmo Koei of Europe or Tecmo Koei of America, or maybe in Japan themselves also? Well, if it would be nice if someone tells me, but that's probably probably trade secret. Okay.